Hello and good morning. I am joined by Clare Perry from Investamatch today. We're going to discuss alternative funding. Obviously, Spinach does business loans, but what about when a business loan is not the right fit for you and your entity and what you're trying to achieve? And Clare has got one of the solutions, and we're going to talk to another person after about a different solution. But Clare, thank you so much for joining me for this conversation.
Thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to this conversation.
Fellow Dunedin person, you're down in the deep south at the moment.
Yep.
So Clare, why don't you talk to us about what Investamatch is?
Okay, so Investamatch is a platform that people can register to, sign up to, and get their story out there. Basically, if they've got a business that they're looking for funding or a mentor or anything like that, they can create an opportunity, put it out there, and all our members can review it. And if it's something they want to talk about further, they'll reach out to them through our system. So it's all private. They send through a message, and the conversation has started. So we just make the introduction, and the rest of it is all up to the people to do the deals and things. But we're there to simplify the process and meet new people that you don't necessarily know about in any other realm. Yeah.
So it's comparable to like a job hunting platform where you've provided the space and everyone that goes there knows that they can either find an investment opportunity or find an investor.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Cool. We call ourselves the Tinder of investing. Yeah.
Very good. So what kind of things are you seeing in your space at the moment?
There's some really interesting people that we're working with at the moment. We're a woman, just the latest one that's gone up is a woman from Southland, who's been in business for 17 years now, and she wants to, she makes moccasins and things with sheepskin and possum fur and things like that, and she's been selling them in the locally, but now she wants to go and market overseas. So she needs some funding to be able to step into the next market. So she's looking for funding, but she's also looking for someone to help her with her marketing and things. So that's a really interesting one. And we're talking to another guy who's got a mining thing. So that's one that's coming. So that'll be interesting. There's a guy that's created a special hinge for gates. So that they'll open uphill. So if you've got a sloping driveway and you want the gate, instead of it swinging out, it can swing up the driveway, but it won't swing up at an awkward angle. It'll actually swing nicely. So he's looking for extra funding. So that's to be able to develop that further. There's people selling, doing large land developments and wanting a partner to come in with them to help develop the land into sections and things. So it's a whole range of different things and the different amounts that they're looking for. And sometimes it's not just money; it's the support and the knowledge that they can get from people as well, which will help them develop. So that's all I can think of right now.
Well, what about from the investment side? What sorts of people are looking to lead or invest, and how involved do they want to be with the business? And
we don't really keep a track of that side of things. They're all quite private. We don't get involved in what they're doing because we don't have the licenses to do that side of things. We're just a publishing platform. So as far as the investors go, they're quite anonymous. We do work with the advisors, the financial advisors, the accountants, and that. And so there's quite a few of them on our platform that are looking for their investors. And so so for their clients, they'll do the initial search and then get their client on board to look at it further and decide whether it's something they want to do. So but the actual investors, we stay right out of that. We started off by letting the investors promote themselves on the platform, but it wasn't something that was taken up very well. So we thought it's not something that people want to keep that side of their life, how much they want to invest and things like that. They keep that private, and so it's really just about the business opportunity that's there that we promote.
So what are you seeing entrepreneurs doing well when they're looking for an investor?
Preparing, being prepared, having the story there, having identified the customer, identified the problem that they're solving, and being prepared for it. Having a good, doesn't need to be an involved business plan, but knowing what that is that they really want, having all their ducks in a row, basically. So creating a good pitch deck, that's the first thing. So there's lots of places where they can go to create a pitch, like lots of online options there with pitch decks, and that's something we've added now to Investamatch. We call it Planalyzer. So once you've created your pitch deck, you can send it through to us and we review it and tell you if there's anything missing, if there's something you need to expand on to make it more attractive for an investor to want to know more. It's really, we've done a lot of research on what makes up a good pitch deck, and we've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about what makes a good pitch deck, what investors are looking for, just to get that hook, because a lot of places they'll get 1,000 pitch decks across their desks, and they might invest in 2 or 3. So what happens to the rest of them? So we want to help the rest of them perfect their pitch, make it sound really good, so that then they can take it to their bank or to an investor, or put it up, publish it on our Investamatch platform, and start the conversations through there. So we've found that that's something that's quite exciting now, and we're getting good feedback from people saying that it's nice to get a second opinion without it costing them a lot of money and going down a rabbit hole that they really don't need to be going. Absolutely,
because and we probably see similar things, and the people that are really inspired about something will have a fantastic idea. They're really, really good at that thing, but some of the other sort of more administrative business functions can be lacking. So providing that support to help them get that a little bit more professional and a little bit more understandable is a really cool service.
And having the team behind you, like solo, then you're good at one particular thing, or you might have a few things that you're good at, but if you've got a team behind you that can support you in all different functions, then that helps the investor to know that if things fall over, that there's support there for you. So having a good team behind you is something that's essential.
On the other side of that, what sorts of things do you see entrepreneurial people doing poorly when they're getting prepared to see an investor?
Failing to plan, failing to, I suppose, thinking that, this is they've come up with a solution that is for a problem that they've found, but they haven't actually gone out and found out if there's customers that people are willing to actually pay for that. So it's again, talking to the right people, going to the startup communities around the around the country. There's a lot of those. There's that will provide the support. It is planning and preparing, and it's not something that's quick and simple. It can take 6 to 12 months to actually get funding in place for something. So being prepared to take the time and plan and research. Yeah.
Yeah, we say, to people that a good idea isn't actually enough. There's got to be a little bit more substance to it than that. We often have people who are they're really urgently needing funding for this thing that I've just got to go get it. But actually, there's very little preparedness. There's very little substance to the plan in terms of a thorough understanding of what things cost and how long it takes, and what skill sets are required to make it successful. So there's got to be a little bit more to it than just a good idea.
Exactly. Yeah. They've got to have substance behind it.
Yeah. So what do you think 2022 holds for your space, for the investment space?
I see it as quite exciting, actually, because everything I've been reading lately, the money's out there to invest in a good idea. There's a lot of VCs that have come over to New Zealand now, and they're after the next global idea, and there's a lot of those coming out of New Zealand now, which is really exciting. But there's people with money there that are looking for alternatives to just having it sit in the bank. So if you've got a business idea and you want to take it further, do your research, do your planning, set up your pitch, and give it a go. I'm quite excited to see some of the business ideas that are coming through. It's just so exciting. Yeah.
Seriously clever people out there.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And sort of things you think, how did they think of that? And wow. And you're just wanting to watch them go. And that they might not necessarily want to go global or dominate New Zealand. They might just want to earn enough money to pay the bills and live a good lifestyle. But they just need the that little bit of funding to get them over the line. And being part of a company like that, I think would be just as exciting as being part of a global company. If you see people succeed, that's the whole point of what we do. We just want people to succeed in whatever they choose.
That's one of the fun parts of the job, isn't it? Is those dynamic people who are really going somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so good. I'm going to leave some links for Clare and for Investamatch. So if you've got more questions about what Clare's been talking about today, you can reach out to her directly. I know that Clare and the team over at Investamatch are really eager to help entrepreneurial people get ahead. And I think it was interesting for me learning about not just people who have an idea that they want to get started, but the example of the lady in Southland who's trying to scale a 17-year-old operation. So it really is for there's really no limits as to when it's appropriate for your business. So reaching out to Clare and getting started on that journey could be just what you need if a business loan isn't right for you.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for your time, Clare. I really value your experience.
Thanks very much, Jemma. It's been great to talk to you.